Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkey. I'm back for another video. In today's video, we're going to be starting a new what if. Yes, this is a what if I have wanted to do for a long time. However, I had always fought against it since other YouTubers had done it already, and I really don't like doing what ifs that have already been done before. This what if, however, has been recommended on my channel multiple times, so yeah. A few months ago, I asked you all on my community tab if you would like to see this what if, and the majority of you said yes, so here we are. I really hope you guys do all enjoy this video, as this is a what if that I have been looking forward to doing, and it will be having a very different story to all of the ones you may have already seen before. But if you are new here, what's up? I'm Monkey. I make Dragon Ball what ifs, so if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you go down below and drop a like on this video, and if you have subscribed, make sure you go back and turn the bell icon on so you never miss a single upload from me. But with all that said, let's not waste any more time and dive straight into this what if. So King Kai is of course the person who watches over North Galaxy. That means he of course knows about Frieza, and he watches him destroy planet Vegeta. He also notices a Saiyan space pod being sent away. However, in it is a Saiyan who lands on Earth and is discovered by a man by the name of Gohan, an old man, and he takes Kakarot in, naming him Goku. Now, King Kai does consider taking Goku because of the threat he may pose. A Saiyan on Earth isn't going to be too good. However, decides against him, as at the moment Goku isn't a threat, so he decides to let the boy be. He lets him stay with his supposed grandpa. However, that all changes on the day that Goku turns into a Nuzaru and nearly kills Gohan. King Kai immediately intervenes, defeating the Ozaru easily, then taking him to his planet, saving a very stunned Grandpa Gohan's life. King Kai would then remove Goku's tail, and although he would think the best option would be to kill Goku, he would ultimately realize Goku is pure of heart, and he couldn't bring himself to kill him. And so he would begin raising the boy instead. He would do this for the next 10 or so years, giving him some sort of training clothes. Goku would obviously grow exponentially in strength over the years, and I'm going to place him at a power level of 12,000. This is, in my opinion, reasonably high, considering Goku would take some time to adjust to the gravity and wouldn't immediately begin training. Also the fact of how young Goku is, but if he's going to be spending the entirety of his childhood, not in the woods but with King Kai, I think 12,000 is reasonably high in my opinion. So yeah, so one thing that is quite interesting here is actually the fact that Goku sort of becomes a protector. You see, Goku would often go to lesser known planets in North Galaxy that King Kai would have watched over, and he would often fight criminals and other different types of creatures and other types of aliens that would be threatening the planet. He would basically be helping protect the galaxy. As well as that, Goku would also actually fight a lot of the Frieza Force soldiers, who Goku wouldn't take too kindly to. He was still quite young, however, so he never did anything too dangerous, and if he did use Kaioken, he never went above ×2. Of course, this being because he would listen to King Kai. So we continue on like this for many years, with Goku often going back to Earth to take breaks, and staying on Mount Paozu with his grandpa and Dragon Ball. King Kai would keep an eye on Earth to make sure things stayed peaceful, because he knew Goku had a brother and there were other Saiyans out there who might come looking for him. As well as that, King Kai would often worry a lot about Goku running into these Saiyans or Goku somehow running into Frieza. However, that was when we would reach the main story of Dragon Ball. You see, Bulma would begin her hunt for the Dragon Balls, and she would eventually run into Gohan, who would give her the Dragon Ball that she had been looking for. She had planned to wish for either a lifetime supply of strawberries or the perfect boyfriend. Now, Gohan had gotten worried about her, as she was a young 16-year-old girl going around trying to collect some Dragon Balls, and so he had Goku actually keep an eye on her. Goku was sort of worried about her too, but he mainly did it for his grandpa and also to make sure the Dragon Balls didn't end up in the wrong hands. So Goku would follow her on her adventure as she collected the Dragon Balls, and she would be able to collect them all. She makes a wish for a boyfriend. Now, here is where things get a bit interesting, as Shenron isn't really all too sure how to interpret this wish. He can either bring Bulma a figment of her imagination or something else. Shenron, however, does know that Goku has been following Bulma in order to protect her, and make sure the Dragon Balls don't fall into the wrong hands. This ends up with Shenron bringing Goku. Yes, Shenron teleports Goku right in front of Bulma, who would be a bit confused, however would immediately just consider him as the boyfriend she's been looking for. Goku would be a bit confused, however he would just fly away, wondering why he had been teleported. Shenron would decide that the wish has been granted. Bulma seems satisfied with this boy as being the boyfriend. If Bulma hadn't been satisfied, Shenron would have just brought a better fit for her. However, it seems that Goku has fit the role. Bulma would decide to, this must be the boyfriend, so she would decide to pursue him. However, Goku would obviously easily get away. So yeah, no wish for the Pilaf gang here, and now Goku would be continuing to spend a lot of time with his grandpa after having, had that encounter with Bulma. And Grandpa Gohan would recommend Goku goes to meet Master Roshi. Goku would of course be confused as to who he was, but Gohan would explain who Master Roshi was, and although Goku already had trained under King Kai, he knew it couldn't hurt to go train with someone else, especially since Master Roshi had so much experience after being alive for so long. King Kai would definitely say it would probably be good if Goku did go. So Goku goes to train with Roshi, and although he doesn't get much stronger, he does benefit from this. First of all, he gets to learn the Turtle Hermit Way, and he learns a lot about control. He also learns their signature move, the Kamehameha. He also meets a boy by the name of Krillin, who he befriends. Now Krillin would get stronger due to Goku being there when Goku was on the island, as of course, Goku's far stronger, and if he's sparring with him, Krillin's going to be getting a lot stronger, but it's not really that big of an increase. It's barely anything compared to the original, so yeah, you can basically consider Krillin as being the same strength as in the original. Goku would of course spend most of his time, however, with King Kai, who was basically raising him, or he would be out in space dealing with criminals and other Frieza Force members. Goku would not get involved with the Galactic Patrol, however, his name would begin to spread across North Galaxy, a mysterious fighter who was strong enough to take out some of the higher-end criminals, and even he was going on to tackle the Frieza Force. Now, back on Earth, the Red Ribbon Army would begin their hunt for the Dragon Balls, and would start collecting them. King Kai knew this was bad news, a threat, and so he would send Goku down to stop them. As you could imagine, Goku would easily defeat the Red Ribbon Army with little to no difficulty, basically just like in the original. Goku would return to King Kai, who would congratulate him. Now, multiple people would hear about the Red Ribbon Army's destruction. Bulma, however, would hear about this and would instantly recognize this as the boyfriend, with her being even more motivated to find him. Dr. Gero would not be happy about all this. He had seen some crimson red fighter using a red energy who had just destroyed the Red Ribbon Army, and he would begin plotting his revenge. Goku would keep up with his training and things would be going well. He was continuing his duty as the protector of the galaxy, but that was when King Kai would tell Goku about the Otherworld tournament, and how he eventually wanted Goku to enter. He would then tell Goku he wanted him to meet some of the other Kais, to which Goku would go on to meet the South Kai, the East Kai, and of course the West Kai. Goku would also meet Pycon, who would offer to spar him. Now, Goku had been quite cocky and quite arrogant, and he had been winning most of his battles. He hadn't lost a single battle out in space. Of course, this was Pycon, who's leagues above Goku, but of course Goku doesn't know that. But Goku can tell Pycon is strong, so Goku would go to a Kaioken ×2, and he would fight Pycon. Pycon and Goku would exchange multiple punches and kicks, and Pycon could tell that he was way above Goku. Goku, however, still seemed to keep this arrogant sort of style in his fighting, and Pycon knew that if Goku continued like this, he would continue to get more and more cocky. So Pycon decides to teach Goku a lesson. He begins to mop the floor with Goku, giving him quite the newsflash that there were people much stronger than him. This, however, only motivated Goku even more to train, as he was defeated by Pycon. He is eager to continue his training to one day catch up to Pycon, now having been defeated by him. Goku would go back down on Earth, and he would actually tell this to Krillin, who Krillin would be quite interested by this Pycon character and this Otherworld tournament. Krillin would tell Goku about the World Martial Arts tournament that he had entered previously, because it sounded like something that Goku might benefit from, since this Otherworld tournament sounded quite similar. Goku thinks that this might actually give him some good experience, and he decides to enter. Of course, Goku's going to be holding back a lot. He's going to probably not go past a certain power level of like 500 or something. But yeah, Goku's going to be holding back a lot. So obviously Goku's not going to go in with his maximum power level. So Goku would go in and it would be pretty easy. He would end up fighting Tien in the semi-final, who would be shocked by Goku's strength. After Goku would have a good fight with him. Keep in mind, however, Goku has been holding back, so Tien is shocked by Goku's strength, but this isn't even a fraction of Goku's power. Krillin fights Goku in the finals and he's defeated. Now Krillin is of course stronger than the original by a bit, although it's not much. So yeah, he only did light sparring with Goku, which means although yes he increased in strength, it's ultimately not enough to defeat Goku. So from here things play out the same. Tambourine attacks Krillin, Goku leaves to go off into space to fight criminals, and Tambourine attacks Krillin. Krillin actually manages to defeat him, but then Krillin is killed by King Piccolo, the Demon King, as King Piccolo has been released and he ends up killing Krillin. What's interesting here is that Krillin was stronger and was able to defeat Tambourine, but he wasn't able to prevent his death at the hands of King Piccolo. Now you might wonder where Goku is, but that is the issue. Goku has gone off-world and King Kai can't manage to contact him. And Goku is currently extremely busy fighting multiple Frieza Force members, and the Earth is now unguarded. It could take days before Goku can arrive, and King Piccolo doesn't plan to wait days before he goes and wishes for his eternal youth. And on that cliffhanger, I think we should end it there. So, what did you guys think? In the next part, I will be finishing off Dragon Ball and heading off into Z. Now, trust me, this what if may have seemed a bit tame for this first part, but trust me, things are going to be getting a lot more interesting in the next parts. So you definitely want to stick around. You want to subscribe if you're new here. There's a lot of things that's going to be going on in the next few parts. I've got so many different things planned. So yeah, I can promise you that you won't be disappointed by this story I have in store for you. Now, not much happened in this part. We just looked at the beginnings of Son Goku and how he was raised by King Kai. But if you did enjoy, please make sure you do leave a like down below and comment too, because I would like to see what you think, because I really do appreciate it. As well as that, make sure you subscribe with post notifications on, and also make sure you do share this video with someone who may enjoy it. Also, make sure you go follow my Instagram, but you don't really have to, you can just do it if you want. But with all that said, I will see you all in my next video. Laters!